Hello everybody, my name is Ofus, and this is episode 4 of Civilization 5, Brave New World. In our last episode, we completed some quests, and we made Yerevan our friends. Of course, they're not our friends anymore, they're all the way down to 51. Damn. But, we also did get a second city, which is awesome. We are trying to get this salt resource, and we need to get more happiness. So as soon as these guys are done fielding their farm, I'm sending them over here to go get some gold. So now we're going to choose some research, and where do I want to go now? Bronze working would be a good way to go. The wheel, let's take a look at the technology tree. Bronze working would lead me into iron working, would help me discover iron. The wheel would lead me into mathematics and construction. I still haven't done... What haven't I done? I just finished archery, so I'm on all the second tiers. There's nothing I can use trapping for. I might want to consider getting sailing, because I do want to have an open seed route so that I can do some trading, because I feel like sea routes are a lot better than land routes when it comes to having trade routes. So I think that's where I'm going to go. I'm going to go with sailing. It's a lot of long-term planning whenever you're doing Civilization 5. So we're here at Antium, and we need to start building it up. So what we are going to need, it would take way too long to make a worker. But they're also by the river, so they're gaining food fast. They'll have their next citizen in 5 turns. I think I will go for a granary first and monument second, but those take so long. So long. That time will go down as I get more villagers. I'm going to build a granary first. It's the smart way to go. I couldn't help but notice that you seem to be expanding into lands which I regard to be mine. I request that you reconsider this. Okay, so this is our introduction to diplomacy, and the answers that I choose will have a big effect on relations with other people further along down the line. Now, if I say, our apologies, we'll refrain from settling near you in the future, I've got to make sure that I don't settle any cities closer to her again, because if I do, I will be reneging on an agreement that I'm making right here, and all the other countries of the world are going to notice that, and they're going to think I'm a dick because of it. Or I could just outright say, we'll settle our lands where we please and tell Russia to deal with it, and have just Russia be mad at us. They're already going to be mad at us anyways, but this will make it worse. So I think we will say our apologies. We'll refrain from setting from near you in the future, because my other city is going to be towards the coast anyways. They can have this area up north. And Quebec, why am I looking at Quebec? Because they're killing my scout. That's why I'm looking at Quebec. So, they were dead. I knew they were going to die. Let's go ahead and proceed on to our next turn. I don't think I have any other units out now, so it's just going to be straight turn jumping until I can get my wonder finished. We're currently working on Stonehenge, which will get me more religion, and I'm having my workers build things. They just finished that farm there, and Russia has just settled a second city, St. Petersburg. They're trying to fight for this same resource and establish themselves in my area. Well, crap. I think whether I go to war with them or not is going to be dependent on that resource right there. It's probably going to happen, and I'm probably going to have to start planning for it as soon as I'm done with Stonehenge. So, with that in mind, I'm going to take my workers over here and get this gold, because I'm going to need gold for a bigger military anyways. If I can build a road, the thing that's good about the wheel, and I probably should have thought about that too, is if I can build a road right here, I will get more gold, but I'm going to have to dedicate my workers solely to building that road for however many turns it takes to make it. So I'm going to get this gold first, and then I'm going to start building roads, because that'll get me a lot of gold just for having a trade route. Next turn. Hello, China. Yes, this is my home. Hope you enjoy it. People with the pointiest sticks. We're on turn 50. It's a new update. This is gauging the size of your military based off of some obscure statistic that I couldn't even tell you. But it looks like China and Russia are ahead of us in military, so I've got to do something about that. Russia may already be planning their assault. I didn't think they could do that with only 3 people, but let's see if they're that stupid. Because if Russia starts a war with me, I'll tell you, I'm very good at tactics and I will beat them very well, and you will get a handy lesson in how to fight a war because... Oh, but that's still something I got to think about. Okay, so I need to adopt a policy. That would get me another settler, but I don't have the happiness for it right now. I just don't, but it would be nice to have. I think I'm going to adopt tradition only because adopting tradition greatly increases the rate of border expansion in cities and also grants 3 culture in the capital. That's a huge culture boost, and it will allow my territory here to expand a lot faster. And if they build out towards this marble before Russia does, then that's good for us. So that's not normally the way you would want to go, but that is purely a strategic use of the cultural
He who commands
stuff.
the sea has command of everything.
I have sailing now. So if I could just find a source of happiness, I could have a coastal city, like, as soon as I want. So let's choose research now. I want to get the wheel. That's got to happen next. It's only going to take me 6 turns. I'm starting to get a lot of science coming from that second city. Gold was produced pretty quickly. Wow, that was a lot faster than the farm. Okay, so I can't build that because I don't have cities yet. So I'm going to build on this quarry. By the time this quarry is finished, I'll be able to build a road. I will have more faith. This is not a bad decision. Down to 13 turns on my granary for Antium, and they're about to get another villager. They got food out the ass over there. How much food they got? Oh, that's why. So they've got... This cow is already worth an extra food anyway, so they've been getting a huge bonus out of that. That's big early, and if I build a pasture on that, I'm going to get even more food out of that. I need to get a worker over there stat. My happiness went up to 4 because of the gold. I am making 11 culture per turn, so I'll have a new culture in about 8 turns, maybe? A new cultural thing, policy. Hanoi and China are no longer allies. That's good news for me. Antium has grown. That granary is down to 11 turns. They're going to be building very quickly. They might get bigger than Rome. That was a good place to put a city.
Wisdom and virtue are like the 2 wheels of a cart.
Alright, so I now have the wheel. These guys have 2 more turns left on their quarry. So I'm going to let them finish that. And in 2 turns, I will have Stonehenge, and that will be beautiful. Just beautiful. Okay, so now what do I need? Writing will get me the Great Library and help me generate science. That's not bad. But I think we said we needed to worry about Russia. And if I need to worry about Russia, I'm going to need to have bronze working. It will help me reveal iron. It will give me spearmen. It will give me access to a new wonder. There's no reason not to take that. Okay, so this quarry is not done. It'll be done next turn. This is a big turn for us. I now have Stonehenge.
Crumbles things. Everything grows old and is forgotten under the power of time.
So now I have plus 5 faith. I am getting 10 faith per turn, and I will have my first religion in 12 turns. And that is very good for us. So, now that we have that, you guys need to start building a road. How long does it take them to build roads? 3 turns. That's going to be a big investment, but it will be worth it. The other problem with roads is that it adds plus 1 Or it takes away... It costs 1 gold to maintain each section of road. Once I make the trade route, I will make that money back and a couple gold more, but actually building it is a pain in the ass. So, choose production. I can now build walls, stoneworks, another wonder, because I can build those pretty quickly. Or I could build another settler. Stoneworks will bring up my production big time. And it will give me a happiness. And each source of marble worked by the city produces 1+1 production, which I could also use for that. I've already got 2 stone, so that's a good boost to my city. I'll go ahead and take that. I should be thinking about walls if I'm thinking about fighting Russia, but I think I have time to do this. If not, we will quickly find out. Mombasa desires Temple of Artemis. If I build the Temple of Artemis, they will be friends with me, and I've already got a good score with them to begin with. They would give me food. Oh, is it worth it? Moscow's got a 3rd city. They've got Novgorod. I didn't see when they added that, but this is getting serious. I don't know how they're doing that with 3 fucking people. I can outproduce them overnight. This is ridiculous. They're already sending spearmen out. I wonder if they have a force ready. I'm moving these guys over to Antium, because this is getting serious. This is stuff you got to pay attention to here. If the attack comes, it will be there. If they try to come through Petersburg, they will have a huge wall of forest to turn through. So you guys are going to go here. Let's put this research screen away for a second. No, let's bring it back out. So I now have, what did I just learn? Bronze working? So do I have any sources of iron near me? There's one down here. That's not a bad place for a ocean society now that I'm thinking about it. That would suit my purposes. Now I need another settler. But are there any resources? I gotta find out how to get some happiness, and that means I need that marble. Can I buy that space? If I can buy that space, it's mine. Yes, I can. Buy a tile, 50 gold. It is mine. Suck a dick, Russia. Nothing you can do about it. So, now that I have that, I think it's time for my legions. Yes, if I'm going to... Well, but that would take a long time to research. What does writing offer me, and what is past it? Writing gives me a science building and allows me to establish embassies. Leads to drama and poetry, which increases culture. But if I do mathematics, I will learn the ballista, and I would have a huge advantage in this upcoming war. Yeah, I'm going to do that. So now I am researching mathematics. It will take me 10 turns. That will give me the ballista is good for attacking cities. The legion is good for frontline units, but I think I can do this with a ballista. That one will go faster, and it will still help me in the war. So yes, we are doing mathematics. Next turn. Look at those spearmen trying to be all intimidating and shit. It's not gonna work. I am onto you. Why did you do that? Why didn't you come around here like I told you to? Why? Oh, because those are marshes, and that probably counts as a obstacle too. Damn it. I should buy that space right there just so they can't come back. Alrighty, so you guys come up here. I need you to do some reconnaissance. Don't want to get too close to their borders, because that'll piss Russia off too. In fact, I should probably pull those back next turn, or Russia's going to get pissed. They got archers up there. They're spying me out. I need something. I need troops. Walls don't cost anything as far as maintenance goes. Alright, so you guys pull back here. You guys pull back here. And I'm going to have you guys right here next to Antium. That will give them a good frontline defense. Wow, they are growing quickly. And Russia, their cities are growing kind of quickly, but Moscow still only got like 4 people. Let's see. So, I'm going to bring the road here, and then I'm going to bring it up over here. Stay there until you see an enemy. You do the same. And my granary is going to come up here. That city is going to go really quick. I need a worker in that city. These need to hurry up. Alrighty, so Antium. You have a granary and 6 turns until you have a new citizen. That is gorgeous. Worker still takes forever. Walls are going to take forever. But walls are probably the smart choice right now. The problem is fighting a war means that you have to stop developing your society, for example, getting more religion or culture to put up these fucking walls so that you can fight this war and build the troops you need to fight this war. And that allows other societies who aren't at war to get a foothold on you. But this is going to happen, I'm almost positive. So I've got a plan for it. Walls it is. I could really use another worker. I can adopt a policy. What policy can I adopt? Building wonders and +1 happiness for every 10 citizens. Garrisoned units cost no maintenance. Ooh, that's not a bad bonus if you're about to be attacked. What do I have over here? That would give me an extra settler. That would be... This sucks. This really sucks. Yeah, I'm gonna need that. That is purely another strategic call. Losing grasp. Hold on. Oh, cool. I'm allies with Zanzibar. Probably because I had the most faith. They did have a faith quest out earlier. So we're going to go back this way and continue building our road. And then once I finish the road on this tile, I will come over and mine that marble. My happiness is actually picking up pretty good. Should I make a break for the settler? A pyramid would get me more workers. Alright. I'm going to build an archer. I'm going to start building up military a little bit. We'll see what we can do with it once we get this road. But they got way too many people over there for my liking.
Mathematics is the gate.
Finally, no mathematics. I can build ballistas. That'll be good for helping me take cities. How long does it take to build one? 5 turns. I could start doing that. I have 2 warriors. If I want to take a city, I'm probably going to want at least 4 to 5 with 2 ballistas and 2 ranged. Yeah, this is happening. I am preparing for war, ladies and gentlemen. I'm going to finish building this last road, and then we're going to pause. And because this archer can stay here camped out, if anybody attacks this city, the archers can shoot, and it doesn't cost me anything to have them mounted, staying in this city. I don't have to pay any maintenance on it. So that is beautiful for me. You stay there until I tell you to do something. Choose new research. It is going to be optics, because I want to get that coastal city up as soon as I have it ready. I might take that with my next social policy. We'll see. World's most well-fed people. If we play 25 turns, ranks players the average food surplus in all their cities. Antium must have really helped, because now I'm like at the top of the charts. So I'm going to go ahead and pause it here. We are preparing for a war with Russia. We will finish those preparations in the next episode. Until then, my name is Ofus. Keep your feet on the ground!